Don't get me wrong, it could be two random groups of people leaving their characters here to buff everybody. Since they were. So these are the Drac Pal and Drac Druid and Drac. And these are the Mac Shaman and Mac Medic and Mac. And they're, we are the dual reality people. We're good and evil. Because that had just come up right when I started playing this game. It was there's some other group of people who would sit around and buff people like automatically. They're just bots. But this is a small random server, and this is how the Freemason Nazi bioterrorists come torture me. It's, we won false flag wars. You can't stop us. I just stopped caring. They cooked my brain out. They're doing a new false flag war today. Now it's Iran's fault. Iran didn't kill 15 million people with bioterrorism. Iran's not poisoning 9,000 American babies a day with purposeful neurotoxin poisoning. Iran's not faking terrorist attacks every day in the US and Israel, and I've been noticing. It'll probably stop since I noticed, but I've been noticing you can go through the archives. Every dead Palestinian girl is blonde-haired and blue-eyed. Every dead Palestinian boy is blonde-haired and blue-eyed. I just called propaganda. It's the same people who, after 9/11, said they hate us for our freedom. Support our troops. How dare you say that? Or support our troops. How dare you? But now, after false flag October 7th, look, Israelis are killing blonde-haired, blue-eyed kids in Palestine. You know they're Jewish, don't you? I don't know. Anyway, I can't get a handle on it. I mean, it could all just be deception for my personal benefit, since I'll sit here at some kind of weird fulcrum of, I don't know. Well then, who is God? I need his help. Is it Jesus? Do I need Jesus' help? Is it Yahweh? Do I need Yahweh help? Is it Buddha? I mean, Brahma and Buddha found Brahma, and he's sitting there like, they have killed more. I have no idea. I don't know how I got here. I don't know how the Freemason Nazi bioterrorists labeled me for attack. Well, they came from those. You're King David. You're Saint Francis. You're Simon Peter. I mean, they never directly said it, right? It was just spiritual haunting. After I figured out I was King David, after I figured out the sycophantic way I pray, it was all of a sudden David's the villain and everything, and Sneaky Pete. It's like, is that me? Is that Sneaky Pete? I don't know. I don't want their religious spectacle or something. I got no handle on it, really. I was apparently a berserking warlord in Israel 3,000 years ago. That's about it. If I lose my shit. But that's like common. It's like lots of people. That's normal. And this is year 17 of their mind flaying, mind control, fuck your mind torture. No, this is true. No, this is true. No, this is true. We're from the Lunar Asylum. I don't know. I don't know what went on here. I don't know what goes on here. These people say, we can fuck up everything, and since we can implant thoughts into people's brains, now we'll have total control with our 5G powers. I don't know what goes on here. Somehow the war profiteers are just getting everybody to go along. I just read a post, some guy was like, look out for Iranian terror cells popping up. Like, yeah, okay. Only if they're drawing a CIA paycheck. Every last terror attack in the US, every last terror attack in like Australia, England, all been faked. Israel at least has the rocket attacks that were real, but those came off apartheid. Those came off you can't walk over here. And they do it by design. Their club knows. Again, it was my New York City detective friend told me, Giuliani found a black union protest going on, and he said the cop would stand here and your guy would try and leave after, you're riled up after a protest. The cop would say, no, you got to go back that way. Like, he ordered them to form a maze around the exit. And then the next guy, oh, you got to go back that way. And the next guy, oh, you got to go back that way. And then eventually you're just like, hey, look, buddy. And then he said, like, if you tap a cop on the chest that's assaulting a police officer, mandatory 5-year sentence in New York State. Or New York City, I don't know. But anyway, that's the type of stuff they do. So that's why they had their apartheid ready to go. And their club plans a lot of stuff. Their apartheid ready to go in Israel. So when they did False Flag October 7th, they'd have themselves a powder keg. They use advanced demonic applied psychology. Oh, that woman's having a nice day. All I gotta do is... Yeah, and then they... I don't know, yeah. But anyway, I've encountered them, like, personal level. Like, the one that infiltrated my family, he never says a word, and he's just, like, quiet and reserved. But the woman on TikTok, when I was scrolling through, she's like, you don't get how this works. I go to the police and say you attacked me, and then you go to jail. That was between when I was scrolling through TikTok, and they'd be like, 14, 9, 7, 3, 2, and I'd scroll, and there'd be another kid be like, yeah, well, that's great, but 11, 8, 12, 14, and in the mindfuck, it took me a while to realize, oh, they're talking about childhood ages. How do we get you in a child that's 8 years old? We'd really like to hang that over you. Use some brainwash, mind control, torture technique. Again, with the demonic stuff, since it's playing on, you know, natural functions of your body. I'd imagine next to greed and power, you know, like feeling powerful, feeling, I got enough, comes, whatchamacallit, sexual gratification. That's why they got their pedophile blackmail cult to be president or prime minister. They're feeding us to people. There are thousands of victims. Thousands of victims means thousands of witnesses. It shouldn't have to go to the files. There should be thousands of witnesses saying exactly what went on. But I think they're using those files to, you know, there was a massacre in Bondi right before they released the Epstein files. So hard to trust what they released, if it was redacted or altered, or it was definitely obviously redacted. There wasn't a pedophile ring with 5 people involved, and it's just the 5 people that we've heard about and the 5 people that they are I mean, obviously Epstein's super guilty, but like the people they're comfortable throwing under the bus. Again, the club eats its own, like Hillary Clinton right before whatchamacallit, the 2016 election, bomb in Chelsea. And then she lost right before Pam Bondi releases the quote-unquote Epstein files, massacre in Bondi. They have a pedophile sex cult ring. They run their... the Dalai Lama is molesting a child. Oh my god, did you see the Dalai Lama is a child molester? And they use that spiritual haunting on their people, and whatchamacallit, but like the story was like he went like that to a kid, so it's like not even a real story. And anybody who's, you know, like these people graduate, it's not like they're not sophisticated and nuanced about these things. Like they're well aware it wasn't child molestation. Like you can maybe get, you know, like some reactionary Midwest mom be like, oh my god, what is the Dalai Lama doing? But like sane people looked at that and they're like, okay. Like my grandpa, when I was a kid, he would like stick his false teeth out and like weird us out. Like, yeah, you get old and senile and you're just trying to entertain a child. It comes out awkward, but they knew what their story would paint in their insiders' heads. They do their psycho-spiritual torture with the news again. I know, because I was like, oh, they're putting voices in my head? Like, government's putting voices in my head? And then 2 weeks later, Fort Lauderdale fake hoax terrorist says he thinks the government is putting voices in his head. Like, it's the taunting I get. I got no way out of it. I don't know who God is. I can't say one way or another. Again, it might be my super bad karma. I might be up in heaven. They're like, he has told them that you will defeat the cannibals in combat if God is with you. No, evil people use that as an excuse to do whatever they please, so it's all his fault. So that's why I get tortured for it. Maybe, I don't know. Could be. I have no idea. I've been praying for 17 years trying to get an answer on this stuff. I'm no closer to an answer that I trust. But They start false flag wars. They poison babies on purpose. Poison sky, food, water, medicine with neurotoxins. They do that to make you soft, dumb, easily suggestible, more prone to their evil suggestion, more prone to, you see it all the time when someone sees like a problem with someone, and then like the extra, and they should burn in hell. Like if you pay attention, like there's always like just the extra. It's the same extra the guy had on 9/11, mostly due to structure fire or whatever, the one fake 9/11 witness that they planted. Those towers came down mostly due to just like he had his extra thought that he's not being honest, and he's remembered that he's supposed to make something up. But I mean it's slightly different with the how do you feel about this? I like to call it hot demon on demon action. It's the demons get the one person to do the crime, and the demons decide what should happen to the person. They inspire other people when they see it and say, "Oh yeah, this is what it should be. They should be flayed from the inside." And the demon's like, "Yes, excellent." I don't know, I assume that's what goes on. Peaceful things, kind things, compassionate things. Like they make people immune to all this stuff, make it bounce off of people. It seems like that's why they control the tempo with picking the world up and dropping it on my fucking head. Why they know that they when I was a kid, this is where I was just, when they started, I was like, wait, this is what's going on? Should I just kill myself because they made the 80s so sweet and kind just to seduce me into trusting them? Could be. But anyway, I got no handle on it. But yeah, but it was like same club, like change themes, same inspiration, I'm pretty sure. Went from "we can build a thing together, make it strong forever," went from "we will be invincible" to "use a bitch, motherfucker, I'm gonna fuck you up, bitch." It's just like, oh, you're teaching different things now, but you're the same club. And then again, here they are with their special messaging, the Dragon and the Michael, the Mac and the Drake. Hey, those are not the same things. I read the Bible, God sends good and evil, but there's also, the verse of, like, God's like, nor did it enter into my mind. Hey, all those guys making up stuff by, Molech or Baal or Leviathan or something. Hey, anyway, all that goes on. I got no handle on it. I was consigned myself to. They've cooked my brain out to whatever small hope I could put together doesn't exist. So I just consign myself to, well, they're gonna kill me, and I have no idea, and I don't seem to find out anyway ever. But again, I feel like normal people have a sense of like it'll be good. That's also the Bible stuff. The Bible stuff says, "Tell the righteous it will go well for them." There's plenty of righteous good people. Well, these guys, we've got a new war in Iran. We're gonna cook your brain and torture you. We flay babies' brains every day. You can't stop us. We do false flag wars. Call it honorable. Ha ha ha. Anyway. It's just the handle I got on them from them torturing me for 17 years again. I had no idea about any of this before they came attacking me. Anyway, all that goes on. I hope good wins, but I don't know what's going on here. I hope some decent sanity wins and someone come down from heaven and be like, look, this is really bad stuff, and you guys shouldn't be killing people. Well, it's a bad idea, and they'll be like, but why? I'll be like, because then they die. You're like, but that's good. No, it's not. That's not actually good. Hey, these people graduate from Harvard and Yale, and somehow this is their mentals. This is their psyche. We are the special elite, and we enslave the poor. Like, they control all dialogue, like all viral stuff. So all the NPC talk is stuff they've released into. Normal people are NPCs. They don't understand. They don't get. special triangle finger. First the demon eats your brain out. Then you become wise like demons. Like, okay. Again, I said demons. I don't know. It could be Old Testament sins of Egypt clinging to them. It could be Leviathan. It could be what Jesus said, unclean spirits. Demons, I have no idea. I don't know. Can't figure it out. But anyway, this is as much as I figured out. I don't think it really helps anything, but anyway. Like Sitting Bull said, let it be known. Not quite what Sitting Bull said. What do you say? I was the last of my tribe to surrender to the white man. Not quite the same situation. Let it be known that I complained a lot about all the Nazi bioterrorism. I don't know, who cares, but I don't know, I just can't imagine all this evil shit winning, but who knows, so maybe God's got bigger considerations than I do, or maybe there's multiple gods, and some gods have got the happy-go-lucky, and I'm stuck on the, oh, this sucks. I don't like this. I have no idea. I got no idea. These guys wish I had an idea, because they think, oh, well, there goes King David, St. Francis, Simon Peter, he's got some way out of this. Yeah. Dead on an upside-down cross. And died with hot pokers and leprosy. Hot pokers in my eyes and leprosy. And apparently such a drooling mess that, like, they had to bring me, like, a young woman to hug because I was so inconsolable. That's about all that goes on. I don't know. Anyway. This is I die horrifically. Yay! Hey. Who knows? But nobody seems to care much enough to. I mean, people talk about it, people care, but at the same time, it's just like normal people aren't. Yeah, normal people know, like, when they're getting attacked, they defend themselves or whatever, but the government just plows right past it. Everybody who voted for Obama. If I'm elected, we will leave Iraq immediately. Ow, Michelle, ow, get that out of my butthole. If I'm elected, we will leave Iraq immediately. We can, yes we can. Hope and change, yes we can. If I'm elected immediately, he gets elected. Oh, it's complicated. We need to stay in Iraq for 6 more months. 6 more months roll by. Oh, it's complicated. We need to stay in Iraq for 6 more months. 7 more years roll by. We're still in Iraq. Like, the president has executive power over the military. He's like, okay, you're coming home right now. And they'd be like, oh, this is bad. Like, this is not it would be bad to pull. Nope, you're coming home right now. Those are the orders. He could have done it easily. But the cabal wants same club. Like, they want their 5G AI mind control network is what I assume. That's why they did COVID. That's probably why they're backing off of vaccinations a little bit, because they know that they can just cook babies' brains and mind control them or whatever, and their triangle finger snake god will have an easier time of it. But where is I going with this? Oh yeah, but that's probably why they attacked Venezuela. Venezuela was like a fairly free, fairly democratic, like, pictures look just like America, you know, skin a little bit tanner, but otherwise kids going to karate practice, girls taking booty pictures on social media. When they said they were eating cats and dogs, I got on Venezuela Facebook, and they were, you know, just like taking normal photos that you would put on Facebook. And then 2 weeks later, all of a sudden, you couldn't type Venezuela into Facebook and get, like, just the search results for the country's posts. It's very strange, but anyway. When they said they were eating cats and dogs, so they have total information control, total blackout on. They control all media. They control the smaller media. They control TikTok and stuff. They pretend it's Chinese, but, like, the censorship goes right along their lines. So anyway, all that goes on. I got no way out of it. Just I can try and I try and fight them, and make the world a little better, but I don't know what happens. This is my trouble. It all came up religious, and I was like, okay, this is great. The demons are real. This is awesome. That means God is real. Where are you, God? You're gonna show up and help me? That was 17 years ago. So I don't know what to do with any of it. But there it is. Nazi bioterrorists took over the planet. They run false flag wars. They run distractions every presidential election cycle, so nobody pays attention. They say a cop executed a black man live on camera. Fight each other, quick, fight each other. Don't pay any attention to geopolitics because we're doing some super shady shit over here. Fight. Don't pay attention to people warning you about poisoning your babies. Fight each other. Oh, look, it was a transgender person who did the shooting. Like, they fake all the school shootings, every last one. But, you know, they know how to push your buttons. They got something you're mad about, something that they did, and then they do the drawback, too. You know, it's like their club. They control both sides. They control all media. So their club did the whole trans movement. Got teens full of angst to be like, yeah, I want to chop off my penis. I hate my dad. He's always talking about them trans people. They made the whole movement. And then they got Trump drawing it back. Well, I'm strong and I will stop the women from swimming against the men. While they do bioterrorism, while they poison babies. And people are like, yay, Trump has stopped the women from swimming against the men. While they run their torture programs, while they run their pedophile sex rings, while they, poison the sky, food, water, medicine with neurotoxins. While they make life shit, they do their distraction stuff. It's too much for me. Too much for me. I don't know how to handle the witchy violence. I was fantasizing about for a while. I'm just like, man, I wish I was in Iraq getting shot at rather than the psychological torture where you're like, okay, you guys this is what you're gonna do. Like, you're not gonna kill me now. Like, you're just gonna do this. Like, yes, we'll do this every day. And I say, okay, every day. And they say, yes, every day. And I'm like, all right, what am I gonna do with it? I don't play video games. This is how concerned I am with your bullshit. You guys are not God, and I am not scared of you. All you guys can do is kill me. That's your best fight move. It depresses them because they think I'm gonna go like, ba weep grana weep ninny bomb, and then God will open heaven and say, see, he had a secret way out all this along. I'm like, no, I really don't. I mean, if my past lifetimes have been the same, I've been praying and asking God for help. I get loud about it. So this is all bullshit. You're supposed to help God. But anyway, all that goes on. I mean, to be fair to God, God's like, oh, you're supposed to help. I'm like, I'm too lazy to help. I was enjoying my life. But then the Nazi bioterrorists came. I said, you don't get it. Yeah, you're gonna get it. You don't get it. The woman, when they rammed my car, the woman that lied and said she was in the car, so I would get fault on my insurance, so we'll see how I could get a little win on. Yeah, you gotta pay more. Dumb motherfuckers. I'll live with my mom. Anyway. But, whatchamacallit? But she lied about being in the car, so they get their insurance, When the cops showed up, I guess he's a noble, Middle Eastern Nazi bioterrorist gang stalker. He didn't want his daughter in the car, but she showed up a minute later, before the cops got there, which is pretty freaking impeccable. Like, she doesn't live with him. I know that. He lives alone in that house. And then she lied. She lied. So I was in the car. I was a witness. I got photos on my phone. She wasn't in the car. But anyway, she walked up to me and she's like, don't worry, you'll understand. Like, that's their weird witchy stuff. You'll get it. Once we're done flaying your brain. And that's how they do. That's how they... I mean, I shouldn't make fun. Like this is their people, and they're dumb people. I don't understand it. I don't get how they're that dumb. I don't get how they're so stupid. They're making war on God by killing people, and their war on God includes killing me. I'm like, okay, I really don't know who God is. Like, Speed it up. Let's send it. Oblivion awaits. Okay, I don't know. I got no answer for it. Hey, they all come to fight me. I got no answer for it. So anyway, who knows? Maybe Jesus show up and everybody go, oh. And I'll be like, yeah, Jesus, why'd that all happen? He'll be like, you're not saying oh. Sorry, oh. Maybe it's the Yahweh stuff, and the Yahweh stuff is, I don't know that that's Yahweh speaking, so I won't say it. I have no idea. Whatever that is, we'll talk about it. Hey. Also a better solution than burning people in fire for eternity, but again, I have no idea. Like, I just could be completely on the wrong side of these things. I honestly don't know. I don't know which way is up. They cooked out my brainstem. They're very effective at brainstem cooking. Again, that seems to be like their big thing. That's our thing, man. We're the brain flare. It's like, alright, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get in the way of your flame baby's brains. Anyway. What are you gonna do about it is what I'm saying. But, what was I gonna say? I don't know, that's their whole thing. Their whole thing is, your mind is the only weapon against them on the planet. It's what they want to control. Maybe those demons trying to devour souls or whatever. For my part, it seems like it's just like spiritual forces want access to life through people's brains. And so they do the neurotoxin poisoning, they do the 5G mind cooking and the AI stuff, and the AI stuff, you know, it seems like on paper to their elite guys, it's like, I don't know, let's look, we need to control them. He goes to work every day and goes to the supermarket. We need to control these people. They're out of control. Only bioterrorist Nazis who do false flags are qualified to put their finger in their boyfriend's butt. And then they'll know that we're the special people. It's just like the logic that whatever goes on in their brain, this is not clearly screwed in good. Anyway, I don't know what goes on. Makes no sense to me. Hey, but they're here to torture me every day. Every day, every chance they get. They say, hi, we're still here. I'm like, okay, me too. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out how to sell my stuff in this game here. That's the best I got. There are Nazi bioterrorists everywhere. Don't know how to stop them. I tried. I fought real hard for a long time. They've snowed my brain under. There's nothing left of me to care. I've been pushed past the edge of death too many times. They're flatlining me to try and find God. Is that what they're doing? Is they're flatlining me? 2 weeks later, flatliners on TV. Hey, they love their powerful taunts. Again, they're witches, and I'm not a proper warrior, so stop believing it. Those the sad witches and warriors fight. I don't know how to fight mindfuckery. Like the only fight move for like me is like, okay, well then. And then it's just like, oh, I could get one or two of them, I guess. But again, I don't believe in it. I don't believe in it anymore. It's a hard thing to kill somebody when you hear they're going to hell for eternity or whatever. It's just like, oh, well, I don't know how to do that to them. I'm just very pissed off, that's all. Well, I don't know what to do with it. I don't know how to fight it. There's gotta be more sense than this in the universe, but it doesn't seem to be. Like 400 years of black slavery in the U.S. Freaking Chinese serfs making American railroads. Now Chinese serfs make cell phones and all this stuff that you see right here, made by Chinese serfs. people working for salaries that Americans would like laugh at, but that's their pyramid scheme. That's how they make it cozy for middle management. Oh, they are righteous, don't you see? I mean, I'd imagine a solid, 50% of women, if you brought them over to the sweatshops where their clothing was made, they would be demanding that they pay more for their clothing so that people could have better salaries. I mean, I get economics. There's finite resources and blah blah blah, but when the little lordlings, little Lord Trump has got to get on his plane, and he needs 50 servants, and those 50 servants need people supporting them because their full-time job is to serve him. It's just like, oh, hey. At least for my part, they'll say when I want to war, I was like, oh, these guys, they didn't fight, and I was like, oh, they're my people. They're supposed to. I also thought something. I don't know if it's true. Again, those stories are all written 700 years later, so. But anyway, I got no concern left in me. There's too many different religions for me to put a handle on, but like all of them, every last religion condemns poisoning babies, I'm sure. Different level of condemnation in one religion or another, but none of them say you're allowed to poison babies. Very sure of that. None of them say false flag war, profiteering, or bioterrorism, or 5G AI mind control. The Hopi seem to have predicted it, but that could be the same nothing on the Hopi, but it could be the same forces planning that was what they were going to do. So anyway, who knows? There's too much to figure out. I tried to and I couldn't. I've been trying to and I can't figure it out. I've been studying it. It's become so disingenuous for a while. It's just like you're trying to figure out, okay, well then which religion? And I was like, oh, okay. All's King David and St. Francis. Something's wrong here. It's my fault in some way for sure. I don't know what to do with that. I have no idea. Don't know what to do with it. But anyway, they rig all elections. They poison babies on purpose. They lie about science. They release their 90,000 baby children autism study. Oh, well, 90,000. That can't be wrong. Big number. No way to change one line of code in an algorithm that's searching through to, disregard people who've tested positive. But one level up, who funded the study? The stock company that sells vaccinations. A holding group that owns stock in, a company that makes tons of money on vaccinations. Just like, wee! So all that goes on. For my part, I suppose if the whole reincarnation thing keeps happening, I would like to not be a baby brain poison with neurotoxins. I would appreciate that very much. I would also like to not be circumcised either. Well, the Bible circumcision was apparently a scar, and it was an adult choice. Like a cut, like a slice, which is already weird, and I don't know, I'm pretty sure that's the book of Isaiah, circumcise your heart. Is that Isaiah? I forget, but it's like, hey, you're cutting the wrong place. Cut your heart instead. But again, I don't know, this is just, other people, I got other gods. I gotta say, oh, Yahweh, real God, oh, they're very scared to me. I got no way out of it, so I don't know. But whatchamacallit? What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the new circumcision. There's stories of nurses quitting over it. They cut and then they peel and then they trim. And they don't give anesthesia. Norway did a study. It was again, you say what you want about races and stuff, but the 2% of their prison population that was circumcised committed 80% of their rapes. Just babies dissociating at a young age and can't feel, can't have empathy anymore. But But I mean, it's obviously, I mean, we are just people. Like, people are pretty callous about things. As long as people are healthy and happy, usually they don't care what else is going on. So, well, that's the thing. They make it suck for everyone. They make it bad everywhere. I don't know. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know. I don't know. Well, I'll sit here and play video games, and they come with their gang stalking every day. Every day for 17 years. Like, there's a team of Freemason, Harvard, and Yale grads figuring out how to break my psyche down. So I'll say, oh, learned triangle finger people. My big secret is... Okay, literally do not have any secret. I trust that good would win because good is good, and, you know, like, evil gives up more easily, and good, like, actually cares. And this is my kind of considerations. Like, good is better than me, and God's supposed to be good, so... surely I've got hope somehow. I remember being a good person. I don't remember caring. I do. Well, they lobotomied me. Again, with the... I've seen it on video. You talk about demon possession. Lobotomy people, clearly troubled people. Like the old lobotomy videos from the 60s or whatever. And the guy's like, get away from me, but he's still him, you know, he's got his identity, he's got his soul isn't floating around and half attached to his body or whatever, I have no idea. But then they do lobotomy and they cut out the person's brain, and then he just... And they're like, oh, see, it worked. And, I don't know, Snakehead is there or whatever, and she's like, I got another one. And you see the same thing with their duping delight when they fake news. This is another way you can know that, yes, it's actually very bad to be Nazi bioterrorists who fake news. Because the duping delight is clear possession by something bad. Some good religion's baddies. Or something that wants people homes. But, which you see it in the duping delight when they're like, oh. Even their kids. A kid gets to smirk. Nothing really happened. It's probably some impish behavior or something by evil spirits. I have no idea. I can't guess, but there's that original duping delight video of the mother who killed her own baby, and then she's just like, I mean, she's doing the same exact lobotomy phase. You know, something else is home. Something else is taking over her brain. Something else is exploiting her lack of virtue and whatever ill things haunt you when you're a mother who killed your child. That's my trouble. Is when I was healthy, when I felt it, like, I was very sure, like, oh, well, you know, she was still a person. You're supposed to forgive. You're supposed to, like, if there's any God stuff, then it should be healing. Right? Should be healing for sick, bad people. Well, they want some kind of ultra healing from me where I become their serf, and I'm just like, no, it's not gonna happen. Sorry. You can find someone else. You should be more humble. I go, you should get McDonald's and make some profits for us. Fuck you. Oh, St. Francis, motherfucker. I go find some bugs to eat. She. I mean, not really. I always felt guilty that I didn't have a good job or something, but... But now it's just like, oh, I'll just do this instead. I'll just talk about Nazi bioterrorists, fight all evil by myself, which makes no sense, because there's no escaping from the Jesus logic. What are you going to do without God? I just don't know who God is. Or heaven, or reinforcements from Andromeda Galaxy or something. I have no idea. I don't know what I could possibly do without any of that. I don't know what happens when they make me go kerplat. But they want to make me go kerplat, and they don't make me go kerplat. So I'm just like, okay. So it's the Freemasons is how they identify in my life. I don't know. To be fair, for the Jesus stuff, it's, oh, we want you play actors. And so there's a lot of play acting going on, but then you can't, it's impossible, because then they're using songs, and the Yahweh stuff is like, oh, here, Lucifer, They knew all about music, and it's like, okay, great. Like, who's got it right here? Hey. And again, it's just like, oh, is evil winning? Because, like, being spiritual. This is my trouble. It's all spiritual torture. Hey. Hey, he's right there fighting them. No, anyway, it's all just spiritual torture now. It's like, oh, you're not gonna help me here, God? Like, what the fuck? Hey, I don't know who God is, but yeah, that's what I hate. They got me stuck here. They got me stuck in like, oh, should I be praying Jesus forgive them and heal them, or should I be seeking justice and love and mercy, or should I go find myself a Hindu temple and fast 3 days, because 3 days of fasting eliminates a year of karma or something. I read that's some Hindu thing. I don't know if that's true, but anyway, this is the trouble with religion. So you can always find somebody with some opinion about what it actually is. Hey. So anyway, who knows? Too much for me. All I know how to do is like, okay, this is the hard limit where you guys kill me now. You guys kill lots of people. I've been expecting you to kill me. Hurry up and do it. I don't know how to fight NATO Nazi bioterrorists. I don't know how to fight fucking I don't know, the air. I don't know how to fight the air. Hey. Whatever these brain bugs are. I mean, I'd probably if I quit smoking 15 years ago, and by now I'd be like, oh, or I'd be like, oh, okay, yes, God, you're very wise. I understand. Everybody's fucked up, and it's as fucked up as you can have it because it's fucked up. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe I just complain too much. Am I complaining too much, or don't complain enough? I don't know. Should I just cool it about people poisoning babies every day? I mean, that's all I got. It's like, okay, that's the really bad stuff. You guys got adults at war. I mean, I don't know. They're choosing it, I guess, on some level. You guys run torture chambers. That was very bad. I used to absolutely despise you people for that, but oh, they're just Muslims. Like, it's not the way it's done. If you got someone in your power, and all of a sudden you're torturing them, then you become the bad guy, or you're being the bad guys, or you were the bad guy. If you got a captive and you're just like, oh, okay, let's stack them up, and then they get the giggles, and that's that same crisis actor like grin, that same lobotomy grin, same something else, and people are like, yeah, they deserve it. Oh, I don't know. Who knows? But again, right now, people talk about Iran, but right now there's a little molehill, and there's a badger crawling in to get them, and that stuff goes on. So none of it makes any sense to me. Too heavy for me. Hey, what about the earthworms? God, are you gonna save the earthworms too? Well, they seem to care about existing. I got no good answers. The best answers I have is from sources I don't particularly trust, so I don't know. Anyway, I just find it very strange how these things they're jiggered so heavily. People that were being peaceful, people that were living happily. And then they got them fighting, and people are like, okay, we're fighting now. Of course they are, because it's like the 18-year-olds who are eager to fight. And people are like, oh, this is so heroic. But they're just as eager to play video games and, I don't know, whatever else people do. But instead, the evil forces of got me real bad. I don't know how most people badly, I assume. I don't know. They got me real bad, so I complain about it. Well, anyway, what are you gonna do? Another day complaining about Nazi mind controlled bioterrorists. Being evil Nazi demon people. Eh. Again, not demon people. I mean, I know from experience. Demon possessed. I assume. For me, it was an acute mind control takeover of evil spiritual forces. And they're not friendly to me. They, I mean, are very torturous. And these men who, oh, look, there goes Elohim. Ha ha ha. It's Sensei Elohim. The CIA is God. Oh, sorry, CIA God, man. I'm so sorry. Oh, my help cometh from CIA God, man. You can fuck off. I shouldn't be talking like this, but that's how it goes. Ooh, the Phantom Rage. I mean, this is the trouble. They're like so cunning in there. The peasants react so violently. Only we who react in slithering ways truly understand. Only we who have taken the happy child and cooked their brain and told them that the other peaceful child who's a dirt farmer is a threat to their freedom and now they need to go kill them. Only we are wise enough to do this. So I will gladly, again, I'll turn 6 Lydia Street into Normandy. You guys can storm it. I'll use my turret over here. I throw pill bottles at you. I don't got a pill box, but I got pill bottles. We can do this all day. I got my dinner's ready. They made fun of me when the torture came extreme. I was like, okay, well then we're just gonna do this all day. And then I came back with, yeah, all day. And I was like, okay, all day then. Okay, Nazi bioterrorists, assassins, tanks, bombs, guns. I shall go for another walk at 2 a.m. And I understand this hard limit. You guys are Nazi murderous assassins who want to kill me. I don't know what to do with it. I know you make me look good. Like, I feel very bad about my life. But, like, if you got me set up like this, I feel like I look pretty good. This is the best I can do. Yeah. Who knows? Again, that's maybe... I went to church when I was a kid. Nobody told them not to be Nazi bioterrorists when they were kids. Their mom was like, sweetheart, when you're an older Nazi bioterrorist, when you find yourself in the rape room, and she's screaming real hard, just remember, she's an NPC, and you're an elite, because you went to Harvard. You see that ring on your finger? Well, that means special skull and bones, and so... You're allowed to look regicide, okay? I'm King David, right where I just ran by. Here's again. Jewish people don't have kings. It's just I have an asshole who sits around the but whatchamacallit? Again, the regicide. Well, that's when you kill a king. Okay. Well, you're so clever. Okay. Is it 9/11 yet? At my house, don't hit my cats or my mom or my brother. I show up. Otherwise, I'm broadcasting live from my bedroom. I'm bored with Nazi bioterrorists and mind control torture. I don't know what goes on here. I have no idea. I was happy. I used to have friends and stuff. I used to have hope. I used to think, oh, the future's so bright. It just sucks that I'm gonna die one day and not exist. And then the God stuff came true because the demons were real, and so I was like, oh, the God stuff is true. And then I was like, wait a minute, I'm being set up. I'm being herded here into believing one specific thing. Was any of this true? And I don't know. And I was like, I'm gonna find out. I'll find out. I'll figure it out. And I figure out, oh shit. I ain't got much way over here. I mean, maybe they'll splatter me mercilessly, and it won't be fully undeserved, so it's not like, you didn't catch me over here working at McDonald's. How dare you, sir? I've got to go to work today. They caught me fucking off playing video games. Yeah. They caught me fighting in the, okay, well then, you're gonna kill me, okay. I suppose I could have maneuvered around the block and if I believed in that sort of thing anymore. I could have gone down Emerson instead of Wheeler and been tactical about it. Hey! Anyway, all that goes on. Special Club of Nuts and Barters. Dude, nuts about time. I gotta go get dinner. Hey. But they keep showing up. They keep haunting me. They keep attacking me. They keep doing their shit like false flag wars and now we killed the Ayatollah. He was a threat to the world. Like again, you guys just killed 15 million people with COVID. You guys killed 15 million Muslims in Iraq. You guys killed 100,000 people in Gaza. You guys poison babies every day. I'm very sure, even though I can't think or feel anymore, that you guys are on the wrong side of the whole. You guys are on the spectrum when it comes to evil. Again, well, hopefully it's just brain demons that have them and they'll snap out of it and they'll be like, oh, this was so dumb. Did I smash your face and I am so sorry? I don't know. Anyway, who knows? All that goes on.